types of adjectives now. So I have classified all of them. So there are, first one is adjective of quality. Whenever we are going to tell the quality or the kind of the noun, we use this word. We use these words, which are the adjectives of quality. Okay, for example, quality, the adjective of quality answers the question of what kind about a noun. Of what kind is something, right? Honest girl. What kind of girl is she? She's honest. A charming dog, right? And then attractive skills. There are some skills that you find attractive. We call them attractive skills. And attractive is telling the quality of that skill. And then French wines, yes. So whenever we are telling, the origin of any certain specific noun, for example, French wines, Indian carpet, and if we, go into a little local, we will say, Jaipuri kurtis. So we mean that we are telling the speciality of that particular place, right? And we count them as an adjective. So here, French would be an adjective for the wines, that they have the perfect wines, right? We move on to the quantity part, the adjective of quantity. It answers the question, how much? Okay, so we have some of the examples here written. I ate some rice, right? How much work have you done? This is not something that you can count, right? So you can just ask, how much work have you done? Little, half of the work is done, right? And then she's taking great care of her father. Okay, so here great represents the quantity of the care that she is giving to her father, right? So this is an adjective again, which is the adjective of quantity. Okay, she had enough money. There is, barely any person who is going to jail these days, right? So there is some sentence. To be honest, this is quite ironic sentence that I made, right? Now there is this adjective of number. So number in quantity. Here we have to understand one thing. There are, these two classes share some common adjectives as well. Share some common adjectives as well, right? So you see all, and then here as well, right? So there are some adjectives which sometimes are used as an adjective of quantity and then also as a number. Whenever there is a countable noun, it will become an adjective of number, and when there is an uncountable noun, it will become an adjective of quantity, right? So the example, I ate 5 biscuits, right? So this, I'm telling how many. How many did I eat? Okay, a few. A few of my friends are going to the party, right? And then no, there is no man who has to take care of the society, right? And then there is 1/3. So 1/3, this is again a ratio. This is describing the number, right? There is one more thing that we need to, pay attention to. Whenever numerals are used, right, we also call it as numeral adjective. Numeral adjective, right? So the words such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the counts, these are known as cardinals. We call them cardinals, right? And then whenever they come like first, second, third, this is showing the series with the number. These are known as ordinals, right? I will mention it here. really sorry, my pen is not working. So these are cardinals and ordinals. Again, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. These are going to be your ordinals, and then cardinals are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So now we move on to the another one. This is demonstrative adjective, right? This answers the question which. This is the guy I'm talking about. So here I am pointing out to the boy, which is the noun. This is the word this is pointing out the noun. This again is a demonstrative adjective, right? And if I say these guys are the one who stalked me, right? So these represents to a group of guys, right? So this represents a singular noun and these represent a plural noun. This and these. This is singular and this is plural, right? And that and those. These are as well the same thing. So when we say I'm referring to that girl which is standing over there, right? So we are talking about a person again, and it is somewhere far away from you, and then also this is a single word we are talking about. So again that, right? And those people who make fun of others shouldn't do like that, right? So those we are referring to a group of people again, right? And yonder is a demonstrative adjective. This is quite, not in fashion these days. And yonder we talk about that, something which is quite far and is not specifically known. We cannot exactly say that this is the thing, but for example, if there is a lot of mountains out there, and you will say that yonder fort belongs to this person. Yonder fort, you mean that somewhere in those mountains there is a fort that belongs to this certain person, right? So you are not sure about it, but you're just referring in those mountains it's there, but we are not quite sure where it is, right? We are not particular about that certain specific place, right? So that is when we use yonder. Okay, and then comes the interrogative adjectives: what, which, whose. So whenever we are asking what is his name, right, we are asking a question and we are using the word what, right? And then which of the books are you talking about, which book are you reading? I gave you the example before, if you remember. And then whose car is this which is parked in my lot, right? So whenever we are asking about the person, we are pointing out to that noun. Yeah, using this in the interrogative tone, we use this adjectives, right? And then when emphasizing, there are some little words which we use, like for example, you saw something bad happening out on the road. You say, yes, I saw it with my own eyes, right? So own eyes, we are emphasizing that मैंने अपनी आंखों से देखा. You are emphasizing onto your eyes. So it means that this word is an emphasizing adjective, right? It's telling us, it is giving more pressure on the noun, right? And it's telling how this. And the very thing, uh, sometimes we say like, it's the very thing that came to my mind when you told me about her, right? So the very thing means it is again emphasizing the certain thing that came to your mind. It is emphasizing onto that part. Okay, and then last one is the exclamatory adjectives. So it's usually about what, for example, if it's a really good weather, we say, oh wow, what a weather, what a weather. So you're not asking a question, but you're just expressing your feelings, and you are, using an exclamatory tone. So you will say, what a genius. I really like that. What a genius, right? And what a weather. So these are all our types of adjectives. If you have some questions, you can drop those questions in the comment section below and I'll be answering you back onto it. Stay tuned for the next video. Kindly like and subscribe. Thank you for your time.